Hi everyone, this is Laurel from Guided by Love, and I'm here to do a daily love message for you. I'm going to be using the Power Couple Twin Flame Love Oracle deck by beautiful Liz Harrison. I don't know all the couples in here, but I still love this deck. It's really a beautiful deck to get messages for you from your person and what you'd like to say to them. And then we're going to use the Psychic Tarot deck to get messages for the love journey. So let's start out with the love journey. This is for Sunday, July 13th. I'm skipping ahead a week. In a week, well, just about a week's time, the 24th, we have the new moon coming in. So let's get some messages for today and see what we have. Holy Spirit, angels, and guides, what are the messages for this love read, for this love journey today? Sunday, the January 13th, July 13th. I keep saying different months, but all right, we had a bunch of cards coming out of the top. And let's see what we got here. We got at the bottom of the deck, we got conflict and defeat. So there may be some, in your person's world, there may be some things, there's cycles closing right now in your world and their world. This is a 5 change happening in their world, in your world. This may be them feeling very defeated, but here, as they get to the bottom of the stairs, here is your light shining bright to guide them. And if you notice, it's like a tag team. Once he gets to the bottom, boom, there are beings of the light turning and racing up the stairs. You can see them along the wall. So it's like your person is being pulled. They see the light, and it's like they're being pulled out of the darkness into the light, and they're being guided up the staircase into the light. And so there's change happening. This could be tower moments, some chaos happening in order for change to occur, for those karmic cycles to close. So very, very much. But yeah, I don't know. I'm going to hold this card close. I don't know if you can see it, but there are people sprinting up. They're just taking off and sprinting up the stairs. And look at his hand is right on a person. So it's like, they're being guided. Your person's being guided. You're being guided. Not only are they being guided by your light? I don't mean the lab, but by your light. But they're being guided by light workers on the other side as well. So we have choose wisely. So, you and your person may have choices coming in on, different directions that you can go. And this is calling for you to choose wisely and choose the choices that that resonate with your heart and soul, that align with your heart and soul. And you can always ask spirit, they're pointing to signs. Ask spirit for signs. Ask them, what direction to give you a sign. Ask them for support and for assistance in making a choice if you need to. But I feel that your intuition is really going to tell you, based on these signals, really going to tell you, which ones are good for you and which ones are heart related and which ones are not. And then we have passion ignited. Yeah, the Kundalini is rising, not only in the base of the base chakra, the root chakra, but also through the heart. It's just on fire right now, and that's creating this alchemy. It's creating the inner alchemy and the will to continue on, for your person and for you to keep going on this journey, to surrender and to keep going And this is a number one, which is tapping in, being a leader in your own life, on your own journey right now, and tapping into that passion and using it for, for the things that that are calling to you, like it could be music, it could be writing, it could be dance, it could be yoga, it could be some form of expression for you where you can use this passionate energy and create with it. And then we have awareness, and this is the Magician card. This is, that crown chakra activating, and this again is a number one. So we have 11 on the cards, mirrored energy. This Magician card, the manifesting what you want. So, and that crown chakra lit up, bringing in deeper understanding, deeper awareness. It's bringing, allowing you to manifest, to focus on and see what you want and desire and what is really real in this connection and around you. I was also seeing, yeah, I'm also seeing, I just had to take it back in because I'm also seeing a little triangle there, which is symbolic of the masculine energy. So I'm seeing that, so really, really creating and focusing on what you desire right now. And then we have the heart chakra. Yeah, this has been coming up in the daily read and in this read. The heart chakra is, I feel, is healing right now. You can cleanse it. You can, listen to some music to balance and align it. But the 4 is, this healing is bringing in more stability, more safety, more security. Not just within you, but within the connection. It's really building a strong, strong, deeper bond between the two of you. And if you look, there's the Merkaba with the the inverted triangle for the feminine and the upward triangle for the masculine connected together. So those energies coming together even deeper to create that deeper connection within the heart. So you may have been feeling your heart chakra hurting, or like some twinging going on in it, and that is a sign of heart activation, that heart healing. Of course, if you have other symptoms, please seek medical attention, but overall, there is heart healing going on in the collective. We have balance. Yeah, any healing that happens is going to bring about greater balance. And I love this because we have the circle here around the heart chakra, and we have the circle here around manifesting, bringing in awareness around the crown chakra, and we have the circle here around the the upper chakras, the third eye, the throat, the ears, the heart, the personal power. So it shows all the different chakras, and here too it's like it goes all the way down from the lower chakras to the upper chakras. So it just shows where the focus is happening for this chakra healing. And I love it when the angels do that kind of stuff, those synchronicities. But all of this healing and aligning is bringing in balance for not just within you, but when you reach a state of more balance and more alignment, your person also follows that energy, because you're connected through the infinity sign. So what happens on this side of the loop travels over to the other side of the loop, and they follow. So bringing in more balance is only going to help in yourself, is only going to help the overall energy of the connection. And this is this is showing all the elements here are coming into alignment within you, and it's showing a balancing of all the chakras. This circle is around all of the chakras. And then we have the world card. Yeah, this is universe, this is the world, this is oneness. This, your connection is, it's a universal, it's a soul connection. It's a spiritual connection. You're connected on a much, much higher, deeper level than just a typical romantic relationship. And this 21 is a 3, birth, death, and rebirth. This is endings happening in order for, that rebirth to occur, for new beginnings coming in. It's happening, but this is showing the depth of your connection. In every ending, there's a new beginning. So there may be cycles, karmic cycles ending, but there's a new beginning being created for you and your person. Really beautiful. And it's to me, it shows that oneness of, how we're all connected by a thread, that universal thread. Even though there may be differences, we're all connected to that same universal thread. And then I have the a number 2 card, and this is mental conflict. And I feel that, this is part of that crown chakra transformation happening. Is, I'm gonna swallow. There we go. Part of that crown chakra, I just got a tickle in my throat as I was gonna say this. So part of the crown chakra activation is clearing out any egoic mind patterns that, any patterns that we gained as a child, as a younger version of ourselves. It's clearing out that mind pattern, because that oftentimes comes up and it creates conflict. If you think about it, love is expansive, and, the ego creates conflict, creates constriction. So, I feel like part of this crown chakra activation in the mind is releasing closing the door on some of those mind patterns, some of those behavior patterns that started in the mind. Okay, so that's for you and your person. Now let's get some messages from Liz's deck. What does your person want to say to you? What are the messages from your person? Any other messages from the viewer's person for this love read? Okay. Oh, and I see one more here. What are the messages that you want to say to your person? Ooh, 2 just fell out. Any other messages you want to say, viewer, to your person? Oh, and we got, okay, I'm taking the 3, that 1 fell out on your pile and the other 2 came out. And then there's a clump that fell out over here. So we're going to take the ones that fell upright. They feel right. And then, so what your person wants to say to you is they want to say, Mary Jane and Peter, I think this might be from the, I'm not sure, what is that? I'm seeing it's from a movie, I believe. I can't think of, I'm Hunger Games. I think it might be from the Hunger Games. I'm not positive. But this is a power couple. This is a twin flame couple. And they're saying that they recognize your power. They're starting to really see the power within you. They're starting to understand that you are a power couple. That your connection is really, really powerful. Not just, together, but each one of you. They're starting to see the power within each of you, within themselves, slowly, but also they're seeing that this is a power couple, that the 2 of you are a power couple, happening, and that this is destiny. And this is Mary and John. I'm not sure where is that's the couple, but that they believe that they're seeing that this relationship has not been by happenstance, that you guys connecting, all of it, they know that it is destiny. They recognize it. And if they could go back in time and make different choices, they would. And then Ben and Jen coming together. So this is Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez, power couple. They've been coming back together off and on for years now, but the separations of a twin flame journey, but they want to come back together with you for good. They want this to be a union. They want this to be where they are spending time with you, where they are holding your hand, where they are, where you are able to really get to see the way that they have changed, and they're able to meet you at an equal level. They want to come back together in the right way, on an equal level of giving, an equal amount of giving and receiving. So it's a reciprocated this time. For you, viewer, you are looking at, you feel that you guys have overcome any differences. You're optimistic about any differences in the connection. You feel that that's something that is overcome, that's in the past. You're feeling a little shy about, coming back together. Part of you may be feeling a little shy, that little schoolboy shyness of coming back together and seeing each other again after a long separation. There's a little shyness there. And this is, oh my gosh, they're determined to come to do this. You're determined to keep going on your journey. And you know that they're determined to continue on their journey. And this is actually Katniss and Peeta. I think this is from the Hunger Games as well. I'm not familiar with them, but you probably are. But they're determined to go forward and to keep going on this journey. You're telling them you're determined, and you know that you're working together in determination to keep going on this journey. And then we have magic. Yeah, Willow and Tara. This is magic coming into the connection. I feel like miracles and magic have been around for the past 2 weeks. Things happening behind the scenes magically. Miracles coming in as we surrender, as we let go. It allows this to come in. And then Jesus and Mary, unconditional love. This connection is from spirit, from God, from the universe, that, it's a higher level connection of unconditional love. No matter what your person looks like, no matter how young, how old, no matter what your differences are, like you said in the beginning, you have the power to overcome the differences because of this unconditional love that you both feel. It melts away any obstacles, any flaws. And if you watch the movie, there's an old movie called Enchanted Cottage, and the old version, it's from the 1960s. It's called Enchanted Cottage. There's a new version too. I think that was done in the 80s or 90s, but the old version is so beautifully done, and it's an example of unconditional love in this couple. So that's all I'm going to say. Anyway, I hope this helped, and if you like a personal love read, you can email me at tch4tomorrow@gmail.com. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here from all of my heart. Namaste.